welcome back to Mathematics at our channel. Now today in the part 2 video of applications of trigonometry chapter, let us see some do this, try this and think, discuss and problems and exercise problems of exercise 1. So now let us see the first question. Do this, page number 301. Draw diagrams for the following situations. The first situation is a person is flying a kite at an angle of elevation alpha and the length of the thread from his hand to kite is L. Okay. Now let us draw the diagram for the first question. So now let us suppose that kite is here. This is kite. Okay. And a person is flying a kite at an angle of elevation alpha. The person is here. And he is flying. This is the ground. So here you will get a right angle triangle. So this is angle of elevation which is given as alpha. The length of the thread from his hand to kite. This is the length of the thread from his hand to kite is L. So this is hypotenuse, that is L, as L is given. So you have to write L. Now the diagram is completed. But actually in problem solving we have to give the names to the right angle triangle. Okay, you can give this as A and this is B and this as C. So we can suppose that the person is at C and the kite is at B and at A the right angle is formed. Okay, now let us draw the diagram for the second situation. A person observes two banks of a river at angles of depression theta 1 and theta 2, where theta 1 is less than theta 2 from the top of a tree of height h, which is at the side of the river. The width of the river is d. Okay, so many values are given. First let us underline. Theta 1 is given, theta 2 is given, h is given and width is given. Okay. Now first of all let us take a tree. So now this is the tree of height h. I am giving this height as h. Okay. Next, which is at the side of a river. One side of river is there. So let us take a river like this. Rivers with two banks. Okay, this is one bank and this is other bank. Or otherwise you can take here also. Okay. So what is given? A person observes two banks of a river at angles of depression theta 1 and theta 2 from the top of a tree. He is observing from the top of a tree. This is the tree of height h and he is observing two banks. So one is he is observing like this in downward direction. So you will get one angle of depression, and here one more bank is there. This is the river. What is the river's width? D is given, so write it as D. And one more angle of depression is this. So that is theta. I am not giving theta 1 and theta 2. Okay, why? Because when condition is given, based on the condition we have to write. So what is given? Theta 1 is less than theta 2. So from the figure, which is the smaller angle? This one. So now I am writing theta 1 and theta 2. Now you can close this like this to get a right angle triangle. Diagram is completed. Now let us look at the next question. Think and discuss problem, page number 301. Two questions are there. Now let us look at the first one. You are observing the top of your school building at an angle of elevation alpha from a point which is a d meter distance from foot of the building. Which trigonometric ratio would you like to consider to find the height of the building? Okay. First of all, we cannot say that which trigonometric ratio would we like to consider to find out the height of the building unless we draw the figure. So first of all let us draw the figure, then by looking at the figure we can decide which ratio is to be considered to find out the height of the building. So now I am taking this as a school building. Okay, so I am observing, I means the observer is at a d meter distance away from the foot of the building. Yeah, so d meter, this is the point where the observer is, and the observer is observing this top of the building. It's an angle of elevation alpha. This is building. Here is the observer. Okay, you are observing the top of your school building at an angle of elevation alpha from a point which is d meter distance from the foot of the building. This is the foot of the building, and from that d meter away the observer is there. Which trigonometric ratio would you like to consider to find the height of the building? So do we have any building height? We don't have. Okay, but we have d value here and angle value here. So by using this and this is actually the opposite side of this angle, and this is the adjacent side of this angle. So opposite and adjacent. So which trigonometric ratio is there with the combination of opposite side and adjacent side? Tan theta or cot theta. So we can apply tan theta, that is tan alpha, or cot alpha to find out the height of the building. That is simple. By looking at the diagram only we can decide, otherwise we cannot. So diagram construction is very important in this chapter. Now let us look at the second question. A ladder of length x meter is leaning against a wall. So now let us take, this is the wall and the ladder is leaning against it. And what is this is the ground, okay? This is the ladder. And what is given? Ladder length is x meter. Okay, making an angle theta with the ground. Here you have to be very careful. The ladder is making an angle, making some angle with the wall also and with the ground also. So here it is clearly mentioned that theta is the angle which is with the ground. Okay, this is the ground. This is the ladder. So, which trigonometric ratio would you like to consider to find the height of the point? Actually, the wall is this, height of the point on the wall. Okay, height of the point on the wall at which the ladder is touching. So the ladder is touching the wall at this point. So height of this point means we have to find out this only. Okay, to find out this height, which trigonometric ratio we would like to consider? Simple. Here also theta is there. Here some x meter is given. We don't have this distance. So what we have to use this hypotenuse. This is right angle here. So this is right angle triangle. We have hypotenuse and we have to use the opposite side. So opposite side and hypotenuse combination, how many trigonometric ratios are there? 2 are there. They are sine theta and cosecant theta. So which we can apply? Sine theta and cosecant theta. Why? Because sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse and cosecant theta is the reciprocal. That's it. Now let us see the exercise questions. 12.1. The first question is, a tower stands vertically on the ground from a point which is at 15 meters away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 45 degrees. What is the height of the tower? In these questions, actually, these questions of applications of trigonometry are so much confucius. Like from the foot of the tower, top of the tower, you will find this many times and you may get confused. But no need to get confused. Try to read one sentence. So a tower stands vertically on the ground. Then don't go to the next. Just draw a tower. Yeah, this is the tower. This is on the ground. Okay, this is the ground and a tower is standing vertically. So this angle will be 90 degrees. Okay, from a point which is at 15 meters away from the foot of the tower. From the foot of the tower. Yes, this is tower and this is the foot of the tower. From this 15 meters away. So I am taking this point which is at 15 meters away. Okay. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower. From this point, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 45 degrees. Now join these. That means from here, if you look at the top, then the angle will be 45 degrees. That is angle of elevation given as 45 degrees. Then what is the height of the tower? This is the tower. We don't know. So let us take it as h. Okay. Now after drawing this, you can give the names. Okay. If you give the names A, B, C to the triangle before only, then you may get confused. Okay. Try to practice this only. First of all, you have to understand what is what. Construct the diagram roughly. And next afterwards, you can label A, B, C and everything. Okay. So now my construction is completed. Now I am giving the names. Let us suppose that this is my tower AB and this point is C. Okay. Now you can start the solution. So from here, we have to find out this now. That means H. So first of all, let us write, let AB is the tower of height H meter. This is not given, we are only taking that is H, okay? And angle of elevation, what is given? Angle of elevation from C to A is angle C is equal to 45 degrees is given, okay? So now again what is given? BC is equal to 15 meter is given. So now we have to find out this. So here we have 15, that is adjacent side, this is angle and this is opposite side. So opposite side and adjacent side combination, which trigonometric ratio we should apply? We should apply the tan. So I am applying tan 45. We know that tan 45 is equal to opposite by adjacent. So opposite is what? H. Adjacent is what? 15. Okay, we know that tan 45 value is 1. So 1 is equal to H by 15. We want only H, so this 15 we have to shift to that side. So it becomes 15 is equal to H. So therefore H is equal to 15 meter. That is height of the tower is 15 meter. Completed. Now let us see the next question. A tree breaks down due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground by making 30 degrees angle with the ground. As I already told you, don't read a total question. Read only one by one sentence. So I read only one sentence. Now I am trying to draw the diagram. A tree breaks due to storm. For example, if you take a tree like this, due to storm, okay? Due to storm, a tree is broken. Okay, this has broken, and the broken part is touching the ground. This is the top of the tree, and the top of the tree touching the ground, making an angle 30 degrees with the ground. Okay, a tree breaks due to storm, and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground by making angle 30 degrees with the ground. Okay, completed. Now the distance between the foot of the tree, this is the foot of the tree, that is this. Okay, foot of the tree and the top of the tree, and this is the top of the tree, on the ground is 6 meters. So this is given as 6 meters. Find the height of the tree before falling down. If you take this as x and this is y, this x plus y, this is x, this is y. This x plus y is nothing but what? The length of the height of the tree before falling down. So we have to find out x plus y. What we have to find? X plus y is equal to what? So now let us try. So here I am telling you clearly, I am not giving any name ABCD as in your regular class. Our regular teacher will say that let us suppose that A, let us suppose that this is as BC, this is CD. Okay, like that I am not explaining anything. Okay, so try to understand that. So now I am applying in this triangle, this is right angle here. Okay, now in this right angle triangle I am applying tan 30. So if you apply tan 30 degrees, so what will you get? Opposite side by adjacent side, that is y by 6. We know that tan 30 value is 1 by root 3, that is equal to y by 6. Okay, so we want only y, so shift that side, 6 by root 3. 6 we can write it as 2 into 3 by root 3. This root 3, this 3 get cancelled, you will get root 3 here, that is 2 into root 3, 2 root 3. So what you have got here, y is equal to 2 root 3 meter. Okay, and what we want? X plus y want. We have got y, then what is the remaining that we have to get? X. So now let us apply. We can apply the trigonometric ratio, or otherwise you can do like this also by using Pythagoras theorem. This side we have got and this side we have got, and only this we have to get. Okay, I am not applying Pythagoras theorem because we have applied so many times the Pythagoras theorem in the trigonometry chapter. Now let us apply some different thing here. 30 degrees is given and this is 6 meters. So by using this and this, which we can apply? Cos 30 degrees. So I am applying cos 30. We know that cos 30 is nothing but what? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So adjacent side is 6 meters. That is 6 by x is there. So write x. We know that cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. That is 6 by x. So if you cross multiply, you will get root 3 into x. This 2 goes that side, it becomes 6 into 2. That is root 3 into x is equal to 12. If you remove that, that will go this side, that is 4 root 3. So now x you have got as 4 root 3 and y you have got as 2 root 3. Now x plus y, which is our required length, height of the total tree before falling down, x and y, that is x is equal to 4 root 3 plus y is equal to 2 root 3, that is equal to 6 root 3 meter. And if you want to further simplify, you can simplify. We know that root 3 value is what? 1.732. So you can multiply the 6. You can multiply the 6 with 1.732 to get the required answer. Now let us look at the next question. Third question, a contractor wants to set up a slide for the children to play in the park. He wants to set it up at the height of 2 meters and by making an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. What should be the length of the slide? Simple. First, in the first sentence, what is given? A contractor wants to set up a slide for the children to play in the park. No information is given, okay? So he wants to set it up at the height of 2 meters. So now we know that slide will be like this, okay? And what is the height? It is given in the second sentence, 2 meters. Now this is height, means obviously this will be the ground, okay? So this is the slide. This is the height which is given as 2 meters. And what is the angle? 30 degrees with the ground. The slide is making 30 degrees. This is the ground. So it is making 30 degrees with the ground, the slide. And what should be the length of the slide? We want to find the slide length. So here what we have? 30 degrees we have in this right angle triangle. And opposite side 2 meters we have. Do we have this? So we have to find out this. So now decide which trigonometric ratio we should apply to get this by using these two. So this is the opposite side and this is the hypotenuse. So which trigonometric ratio? Yeah, very good, sine 30. So now I am applying sine 30 degrees. Sine 30 we know that opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is given as 2 meters and that is h. Let us suppose that this is a h. Okay. So now take it as h. Next, sine 30 value we know that 1 by 2, that is equal to 2 by h. We want h, so cross multiply h into 1, h 2 into 2, 4. The answer is 4 meters. The required length of the slide is 4 meters. Now let us look at the next question. The length of the shadow of a 15 meter high pole is 15 root 3 meters at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then what is the angle of elevation of the sun rays with the ground at that time? So now let us take like this. First of all, it is given that the height of the pole is 15 meters. So I am taking this pole that is of 15 meters. So it is in the morning time. So generally the directions are these. So morning time means sun will be on the east side. So shadow will fall on the left side. Okay. So I am taking the shadow. Shadow will fall on the sky or ground? Ground. So I am taking shadow here. What is the length of the shadow? 15 root 3. So the shadow and the height of the pole is making, both are perpendicular. Okay. Next, sun rays will fall like this. So if you join like this, you will get a right angle triangle. Okay. So what we have to find? What is the angle of elevation? This theta we have to find. What is the angle of elevation of the sun rays with the ground at that time? With the ground at that time, that is theta, we have to find. So here what we have? Here we have opposite side of theta and adjacent side of theta. So here which trigonometric ratio we should apply? Opposite side is there and adjacent side is there. So what is that? Yeah, very good. Tan theta we have to apply. So I am applying tan theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, that is 15 by 15 root 3. This 15 and 15 get cancelled. You will get 1 by root 3. And we know that 1 by root 3 is the value of tan 30 degrees. So tan theta is equal to tan 30, therefore theta is equal to 30 degrees is our required answer. And remember one thing, once again I am telling you, you can take any name, you can label any name. Here you can take A, B, C, or you can take P, Q, R. I am not giving any names. I am just explaining what we have to find in a simple way. Okay? So that the students can use any method in your own way to solve this. You can take any letters to label this. Now let us look at the next question. You want to erect a pole of height 10 meter with a support of 3 ropes. Each rope has to make an angle 30 degrees with the pole. What should be the length of the rope? Okay. So we have to erect a pole of height 10 meters. So first of all let us take 10 meter height pole. So I am taking 10 meter height pole. And we have to use 3 ropes. So I am using first one rope. So if you use one rope, you will get one right angle triangle. So actually we can use, for example, this is the rope. So from one side and from the other side and from the back side. So if you look at from the top, it looks like this. This is the pole and these are the 3 ropes. Okay, we use these 3 ropes to erect the pole. So in this case, the length of this rope, this rope, this rope will be equal. So that is why we are taking only one rope case. So after getting the length of this part, rope, then we can multiply it by 3 to get the total length of the rope. Yes? So let us apply. So each rope has to make an angle 30 degrees with the pole. With the pole. This is the pole, this is the ground. So if you are given the angle is made with the ground, means you have to take here, but it is given clearly that 30 degrees angle is made by the rope with the pole. With the pole. So this is the pole. So here you have to take 30 degrees. So what should be the length of the rope? So we have to first to find out this. So this is the rope. But do we have rope value? No. Do we have this value? No. So we have to use this and this. What is that actually? This is hypotenuse and this is the adjacent. So what is the trigonometric ratio that we have to apply here to use the combination of adjacent side and hypotenuse? Cos. Yeah, very good. So I am applying cos here. Cos 30 degrees is equal to 10 by rope. So I am taking this as x. The length of the rope I am taking as x. So you will get adjacent 10 by hypotenuse x. We know that cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. That is equal to 10 by x. So if you cross multiply, you will get root 3x is equal to 2 into 10, you will get 20. So that is, if you multiply, if you shift the root 3 that side, you will get 20 by root 3. This is the rope value. But how many such ropes we are using here to erect the pole? 3. So we have to multiply it by 3. So therefore, the total length of the rope is equal to 3 into 20 by root 3 meter. If you cancel this root 3, here you will get root 3, which is equal to 20 root 3 meter. So if you want to further simplify, you can take root 3 value as 1.732 and you can multiply it by 20 into 1732. You will get the final answer as 34.64 meter, which is the required length of the rope. Now let us look at the next question. Suppose you are shooting an arrow from the top of a building at a height of 6 meters to a target on the ground at an angle of depression of 60 degrees. Then what is the distance between you and the object? So what is given? Suppose you are shooting an arrow from the top of a building. Now let us take the building is here and the building is on the ground and the target is also on the ground. So now let us suppose that this is target. This is the top of the building. So we are here, okay? And we are shooting the target which is on the ground and the height of the building is given as 6 meters. So right here 6 meter. What is this? Building. So at an angle of depression 60 degrees. So shooting means we have to shoot downward direction. So that is, if you draw a horizontal, you will get this angle as angle of depression which is given as 60 degrees. And we well know that if this is 60, then this will be also 60. Why? Because yesterday only we discussed that these two are parallel, this is transversal and these two angles are alternate interior. So if this is 60 degrees, then this will be also 60 degrees. So now what we have to find, what is the distance between you and the object? So that means this hypotenuse is what? Hypotenuse value is how much? That we are asked to find out. That is the distance between you and the object. So we are here. So I am writing shooter, I am writing here. Shooter, it is this point and this is the target point, okay? And this is the ground and this is the foot of the building. This is the building. So now let us see what we have. We have 60 degrees angle here and we have opposite side value as 6 meter, okay? And we want hypotenuse value. So by using this opposite side and hypotenuse side, which trigonometric ratio we should use actually? Which trigonometric ratio is the combination of this opposite and hypotenuse? Sine. Very good. So I am applying here sine 60 degrees. Sine 60, we know that opposite by hypotenuse, that is 6 by hypotenuse we don't know, so I am taking it as let us take it as x. So I am writing x here. Sine 60, we know that root 3 by 2 and this is 6 by x. Cross multiply, you will get root 3 into x. 6 into 2, you will get 12. We want only x, so shift that 3 that side, it becomes 12 by root 3, that is equal to 4 root 3 meter. So what is the height, what is the distance between the shooter and the target? What is the distance between us and the object? That is hypotenuse 4 root 3 meters. And if you further want to simplify, you can multiply this 4 with 1.732 meter. Why? Because root 3 value is 1.732. So if you multiply, you will get 4 8s are 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 2 here, 1 carry, 4 7s are 28 and this one 29, 2 carry, 4 1s are 4 plus 6. 6.928 meter is the answer, or you can stop it here. Now let us look at the next question. An electrician wants to repair an electric connection on a pole of height 9 meter. He needs to reach 1.8 meter below the top of the pole to do the repair work. What should be the length of the ladder which he should use when he climbs it at an angle of 60 degrees with the ground? And what will be the distance between the foot of the ladder and foot of the pole? Okay. So now first of all, let us draw the diagram neatly. Then we can understand what we should find and how we should find. So what is given? A pole of height 9 meters. So I am writing it as, I am taking one 9 meter pole. Okay, this is the pole. Okay. He needs to reach, what is the length actually? 9 meters. So he needs to reach 1.8 meter below the top. So this is the top of the pole, and if you consider, this is 1.8 meter. Okay, from the top of the pole he needs to reach 1.8 meter below from the top of the pole. Okay, that means he needs to reach at this point to do the repair work. And what should be the length of the ladder? So where he should keep the ladder, at this position or at this position? Obviously he should keep the ladder like this. So now this is the ground and this is the ladder. What is this? Ladder, and this is the ground. And here you can see one right angle triangle is formed. Okay. So what should be the length of the ladder which he should use? So we need to find ladder length that I have taken as x. When he climbs at an angle of 60 degrees with the ground, remember dear, I already told you that with the ground is different, with the pole is different. So with the ground is there, the ladder is making with the ground, so that is why the angle is formed here. So what is that? 60 degrees is given. Yes. So now let's see what we have to find. First of all, we have to find out the ladder length, and also what will be the distance between the foot of the ladder. This is the foot of the ladder and this is the foot of the pole. So now let us take this as y. So we should find out y and we should find out x. Okay. So now we have got one right angle triangle. So now if this is 1.8 and if this is total thing is 9.9 meter, then what about the remaining thing? 9 minus 1.8, what you will get? 7.2 meter. This is 7.2 and this 9 meter is the total length of the pole. So here we have got, this is the angle 60 degrees and the opposite side we have got as 7.2 meter, and this is hypotenuse and this is the adjacent side. So to get hypotenuse, so which ratio we should use in the of the trigonometry? We can use opposite and hypotenuse combination, sine 60 we can use. So sine 60 opposite by hypotenuse, that is 7.2 by ladder length, that is x. Sine 60 we know that root 3 by 2, that is equal to 7.2 by x. So if you cross multiply x, you will get 7.2 into, this becomes reciprocal. So that is 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14, 14.4. This 14.4 we can write it as 4.8 into 3 we can write. So if you cancel this, you will get this. So 4.8 root 3 meter is the length of the ladder. Now here we have got ladder length x is equal to 4.8 into root 3 meter. And if you want to further simplify, you can take in the place of root 3 1.732 and you can multiply. Now let us look at the y value, that is the distance between the foot of the ladder and foot of the pole. So to get this, 60 is there, opposite side is there, and this is the adjacent side. So what is the combination of opposite side and adjacent side trigonometric ratio? That is, yeah, very good, that is tan. So I am applying tan here. So if you apply tan 60 value is opposite by adjacent, that is 7.2 by y. We know that tan 60 value is root 3. So if you shift to that side, you will get 7.2 is equal to root 3y. But what we want only y. So keep y as it is and shift to the root 3 that side. So it will be 7 by 2 by root 3. Sorry, 7.2 by root 3. So that is 7.2 we can write it as 2.4 into 3 by root 3 is there. So this root 3 and this 3 get cancelled. You will get here root 3. So that is y is equal to 2.4 root 3. That is the distance between the foot of the ladder and foot of the pole. Now let us look at the next question. A boat has to cross a river. It crosses the river by making an angle of 60 degrees with the bank of the river due to the stream of the river, and travels a distance 600 meters to reach another side of the river. What is the width of the river? Okay, so now let us see. For example, this is the river. Okay, let us suppose that the water flow is in this direction. Okay, and the boat is starting here. Let us suppose that the boat is starting here first, and it has to reach like this. to reach the another side of the bank, that is another bank of the river. Okay, it started from one point on the one bank of the river, but due to the stream, it can't go like this. So it is going in this direction and making an angle theta, that is 60 degrees with the bank of the river. So it is making 60 degrees due to the stream of the flow of the river. So and it is travelled 600 meters. So this is 600 meters. And if you draw one perpendicular to this bank, you will get a right angle triangle, and we can say that this perpendicular is nothing but width of the river. What we can say? Width of the river. So let us suppose that width of the river is d. So that we have to find. Okay. So now what we have? We have hypotenuse, and we have opposite side, and we have the angle. So which trigonometric ratio we should apply here? Yeah, very good. We should apply sine trigonometric ratio. So now from the figure, sine 60 degrees is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite I have taken as d, hypotenuse is 600. We know that sine 60 value is root 3 by 2, that is equal to d by 600. Now here 2 ones are, and here 2 300s are. So now if you shift that 300 that side, d is equal to 300 into root 3 meters, which is our required width of the river. Width of the river is equal to 300 and root 3 meter. But remember one thing, once again I am telling you, I am not mentioning any ABC for the right angle triangle form. For the width I am not taking any labeling. But in the exam you should compulsory take the labeling according to your convenience. So for understanding purpose I am not taking anything, I am directly solving the problem. Okay, if you follow like this for practicing, then you can understand how to solve the problem in your own way, and you can use your own labeling for the diagram. Okay, now let us look at the next question. An observer of height 1.8 meter is 13.2 meter away from a palm tree. The angle of elevation of the top of the tree from his eyes is 45 degrees. Then what is the height of the palm tree? Here one thing you should understand, that here the height of the observer is given, and we know that we already studied that in the part 1 video of applications of trigonometry, that rule number 1 or 2 or 3 I think, if the observer's height is not mentioned, then we can neglect. But if the observer's height is given, then we should not neglect. We should consider the height of the observer also. That means we should take the 1.8 in our diagram also. Okay. So keep that point important in your mind. So an observer of height 1.8 meter is 13.2 meter away from a palm tree. So I am taking a palm tree like this. This is the palm tree. Okay. And 13 meter away from the palm tree. That means this is 13.2 meter distance, and at the 13.2 distance, an observer of height 1.8 meter. Here is the observer, so I am taking as O for our convenience. Okay, of height 1.8 meter is observing the top of the tree. So this is the top of the tree, he is observing like this. So at an angle of elevation, what is the angle of elevation? 45 degrees is given. So that is 45 degrees. So now if you observe here, if this is 1.8, then this will be also 1.8 meter. Yes. Next, if this is 13.2, then this will be also 13.2 meter. So now what we have to find, what is the height of the palm tree? We don't know this part of the tree now. Now let us take this as x. Okay. And what is the total length of the tree? X plus 1.8 will be the total length of the palm tree. So we have to first find out the x value. So now here if you look at here carefully, 13.2 is the adjacent side of 45 degrees, and this x side is the opposite side of this 45 degrees. Okay, and what we have angle also. So here adjacent and opposite. So what is the combination trigonometric ratio in which we have this adjacent side and opposite side? What is that? Yeah, very good. That is tan. So now let us apply the tan formula in this. So I am applying tan 45 degrees. Tan 45 degrees is equal to opposite by, that is x, by adjacent, that is 13.2. So now we know that tan value is 1, so 1 is equal to x by 13.2. So now if you shift that side, then you will get x is equal to 13.2 meter. So this part of the tree we have got as 13.2 meter. Okay, and what we want full height of the palm tree, that is total length of the palm tree. So therefore that is the length of, height, the height of the palm tree is what? X plus 1.8. This x plus 1.8, that is x value we have got as 13.2 plus 1.8, that is 15 meter is our required length of the height of the palm tree. Now let us look at the next question. In the adjacent figure, AC is given as 6 centimeters, AB is given as 5 centimeters, and angle BAC is given as 30 degrees. Find the area of the triangle. We know that to find out the triangle's area, we should compulsory need the base and the height. So we have got already one base, so we need one height. So I am drawing a perpendicular from B to AC. Okay. So now if you observe carefully, this triangle BA, let us suppose that this is D, okay. BD is perpendicular to AC. Now we have got BDA, right angle triangle, in which the hypotenuse is 5 centimeter, AD is the adjacent side of 30 degrees angle, and this BD is the opposite side of the 30 degrees angle. Okay. So what we want BD to apply the formula of the triangle's area. So to get this BD, by using these two information, which trigonometric ratio we should apply here? Opposite side is there and hypotenuse is there. So what we should apply? Yeah, very good. Sine I am applying. Sine 30 degrees is equal to opposite side BD by hypotenuse AB. That is sine 30 value is 1 by 2. BD value we don't know, so write as it is. AB value is given as 5. So if you shift that 5 that side, you will get BD is equal to 5 by 2, which is equal to 2.5 centimeter. So we have got this as what? 2.5 centimeter. So we have already one base, that is AC 6 centimeters, and now we have got BD, that is perpendicular, that is height of the triangle, as 2.5 centimeter. Now directly we can apply the formula of the area of the triangle. Now area of triangle ABC is equal to half into base into height, that is equal to half into, what is the base? AC, into what is the height? BD, that is equal to half into AC value is given as 6 into BD value we have found as 2.5. So here 2 ones are 2 3s are get cancelled, 3 2s are 6 and 3.5, you will get 7.5 square centimeter. Remember dear students, this is the area formula, so we will get square units, so you can write 7.5 square meters or 7.5 centimeters square.